Ooh, 6SEC.
The underdog on the top floor. Craze killer, whole life been the outlaw. Blue sky with a rag hangs southpaw. Back in Brooklyn, been the...
Yo, what up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the Sec Report. I am your host, D Craze. Wish you is out handling some personal business this week. So I had to call in the sub, and y'all know her from the Whip the Shit podcast and like a founding member of this Success family. To my left, to your right, on the got Devious with me. So today's show, we got a couple topics. I'm gonna have my phone in my hand because Squish ain't here to the normal. I'm gonna have things going like stick with a nigga. So episode 8 got my man Soul just jumped in the building. Give him a minute while you getting this audio together. So what's the word? Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
We're in there. I had to upload Zoom real quick on the desktop, but I guess it works. Sometimes the Asian in me comes out. I figured it out.
I was looking. So where you at? Where you at right now?
Rock Nation, man. Nice shirt. How y'all doing? I'm outside of Gatlinburg, Tennessee.
You on the road?
We recording or not? Are we recording?
What you say?
Is this up? Are we recording the episode or not yet?
Yeah, we recording right now.
Are we live?
Not live. We on stream. Pre-record. I pre-record over here. I don't do
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm at mom and pop's, man. I'm not like on the road, but I'm holding down my parents. They're a little older, so I'm making sure they're all right. You know, I check in with them.
So the other day, what you say?
Where are you at right now? Georgia?
I'm in Atlanta.
I like the set.
Yeah, it's 2 sets. I got my set right here, and then that other side is her set for her show. So we just shooting on both sets.
You got to DM me something I can put on my stories so I can get people here. I mean, well, it's pre-recorded. Okay.
Yeah. Once I start cutting the clips, I'm gonna tag you to everything and send it over to you. So.
Okay, but you know, I'm not that person who gets on the podcast and doesn't show love. Appreciate you.
Yeah. I was scrolling when I seen that video. I said, wait, that's my man. You can't talk to my man like that. That's my guy.
Because that was 2018 or that was 6 years ago. But yeah, so I definitely, you know me, I'm gonna end up in something. Like I'm always popping up on some scene.
Yeah. So what you working on now? What you been getting to lately? How you been moving around? Like you been up still hitting the stage every weekend and all of that?
Yeah, not every weekend. It slowed down. Like I was fortunate enough to be on the feature with Coco Brown. So man, that was a good year and a half, 2 years, and definitely not as much stage time as back then, man. I'm just trying to do skits. I'm trying to not a whole lot of content creators, not a whole lot of fellow comics even in this Tennessee area. Like I'm outside of Gatlinburg, so that's tough. But it just makes you think of different videos to do. So you don't have like actors, actresses, then you might have to do some like business minded. You might have to pull up on a business and just figure out different ways to, get content out there, which is cool because it's a whole new audience. It's just a whole new challenge. But Atlanta, when I go to Atlanta, I link up with, the people that understand content creation and skits. And, that's so fun to go to Atlanta. Every other person's, doing a TikTok.
So like, because I've been getting into creating content. I put out 3 books this year. So I'm trying to get into new ways to create content. I launched a network. I got this podcast now. So like when I think that clip and I know how you was moving, I say, yo, I gotta get you on here to holler at you and find out what you've been up. It's been a minute since we've seen each other. You bumped into each other on the road with Coco and all of that, but you moving in and out of it.
I haven't seen you since our house that went up in smoke. So, when you were filming the podcast in the basement.
Yeah.
And she has a whole new house. So, I mean, it's been some years. It's been at least a year.
I pretty much
Soul. Your co-host, your main host. I've never met.
That's Devious. Devious is
You
from
don't.
the With the Shit podcast. With the Shit podcast is the podcast that's on the Six Tech Media Network. It's on Pornhub.
Wait a minute. Did I
Yeah,
hear
it's the
you right?
yeah, her show is on Pornhub. It's the show where she
Well, I probably
reviews.
watched it on. I've watched it then probably 12 times. That I didn't recognize you. Yeah, I didn't recognize you with clothes on. My condolences.
So she reviewed the content. She's not performing the content. So it was we started that show about when was that 2021 2022.
Y'all are like watching X-rated. Are you like
Yeah,
judging?
so it was her and her co-host Devious, and they will watch adult content and review it and let
Yeah,
the audience know if they would with shit or not with.
great idea. It's just commentary. It's like the director's cut.
Yeah. So I seen what DC Youngfly was doing, and I came up with that. I said, yo, man, why don't I have somebody do this to adult content creators?
Like a whole. Yeah.
And that's what I did.
You should like The Voice, and then just turn your chair around if you wanted to like join in. Yeah, man, that thought's crossed my mind too. It's like this is because there's always but I'm trying to make jokes, and in real life, I don't think sexual part they don't like when you're laughing, like
Mhm.
like, but it's good for the initial, getting the number, but when it's time to do the deed and you're just so busy thinking of jokes, it's not good. I want to pick your brain on how I can get into that world. So 6 Second Life. That's the name of my.
Hello? Can you
That's
hear
a
me?
my porn too. 6 seconds.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now, but you're gonna hurt your neck. You're gonna need a
I know,
chiropractor,
I'm like, it would have fixed my neck.
Yeah,
But can you hear me like this?
like a giraffe trying to get a leaf.
yeah. Did you hear like that? Or do I need to go get the other mic for it?
I mean, it's cool. Like I can actually hear, and it wasn't cutting out. But I haven't. If you talk more than like 2 seconds, it's gonna hurt your neck.
So I'm like, quick that.
Yeah, you just want to put it right under your chin and just at least.
It's better now like this?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, I said, I was saying, it's telling dope, so you have to like, it's a good idea. It might be like a comic porn type thing. Everything is evolving, so you never know. Somebody might end up in the next year so come out with that damn idea and oh, you see, or you know.
But like what's happening is the show was almost at 1 million views, and then they passed some law and they knocked the show down to like 100,000 views. They took 800,000 views away from the show on the platform.
Well, because you had to show your driver's license. Is that why?
Yeah. So if you didn't have a driver's license, cause those episodes was out long before this happened. So if you couldn't go back and retroactively, like they wanted us to add driver's license for the creators of the video that we would use.
No one got time for that.
So therefore, it wasn't like we was exposing anybody.
So they knocked the views down right before we got to 1 million. So I had to stop the show and revamp it. So we're gonna come back on Twitter and it's gonna be based just on X. It's gonna be based on just on X-based platform now.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, Elon's thing.
yeah. So,
You might catch Elon doing something freaky.
no less restrictions, and then like we can actually engage with the creators that's making the content.
Yeah.
So we'll just take their content that they post from their actual pages and just use it and let them engage that way. So like it just took a little revamping, but you know how that goes. When you the cowboy that run down the hill, you're gonna get shot by all the Indians, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, exactly. Trailblazing, man. A lot of blazing on the trail.
You gotta go down there, you gotta be the first through. But a couple came through and tried to emulate the show, but it ain't been the same. They can't do it. because we started it. And like I said, the show wasn't founded on sex. It was founded on joke.
Right.
It was never meant to be about sex. It was always meant to be about joke. I just used the platform
Yeah.
to use it because I was like, man, it'd be some funny things in them videos. Because what we would see is like, it'd be something happening in the video, and then she'll look at the background like, yo, what is that in the background? Is that?
Especially with
You
black
know, like a
porn stars. Yeah,
story or something like
Yeah, or the location. Like, is that a hole in the, like, pointing out those little things like that created the content. It was pretty much the idea that I had in the book.
yeah, yeah. Like there'll be a whole pit bull like
yeah,
running,
just stand there watching. You're like, okay, what the fuck?
pit bull sniffing her ass.
Yeah.
Nah, that's lit, man. I would definitely tune in. You know, like you got to get the nut out first. So I mean, I got the nut out first, and then it's like, all right, oh, now I can like engage on the funny.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, yeah. Like it's hard to be funny with a boner.
Yeah.
You got no blood rushing to your head for the jokes.
Yeah, so like, but even in that, it was still like, okay, you go back, you rebrand it, you come back, you bring it back better, and now we about to do something like with this show and what I'm about to launch with that show. I'm actually working on some other shows too. You know me, so I'm always got something moving, man. Trying to make something happen. So, you know, on today's show, I'm gonna go over what we're gonna be talking about. See if you want to jump in and get any topic. My co-host,
Yeah,
like I said, she's
I don't
dealing
know
with some
much
stuff. So we got the clipped album, Let God Sort Them Out. You got Duck Lips saying that Londoners are the best lyricists in the world. You got troll culture. We got NBA Summer League, and we got the SNA and the week going to the sports YouTube if you keep making these stupid ass videos. Then you're getting on my nerves.
Well, whatever y'all want to talk about, I'll just interject my little quotes. I'll interject some quips, but yeah, I really don't. Those subjects were clips.
So what do you want to talk about? So I like to cater to the guests. You know, my show, I like to do things different. You know how people have shows and they like to have people on their show where they like to have people on the show that's going to challenge them. Like, I want to talk to people I disagree with. No, I don't want to talk to people I disagree with. I only want to talk to my people. I only want to talk to people I like. I only want to talk to people I fuck with in real life. I want to give my platform to them to let them dig up whatever they got. Right? So, like, what you want to talk about? So, what's on your mind? What you need, Craig? You may need me to talk to one of these people for you. You know how I do. I check one of these cats for you.
Why?
Who you got smoke for? Who you got smoke for, Kyle? The second report, man. What's going on in the world, man?
I need to be more cultured. That's why all of those topics I know very little about. So, you know, like.
So what do you think about the comedy smoke that's happening right now? I got to go see Ali Sadiq when he came to Atlanta. Amazing show. Dope ass show. What do you think? What do you think of the comedy smoke, the back and forth between him and Cap?
They're both doing better than me. That's not like my, argument because I can barely bring 5 people to like a room. So Ali bringing out theaters and like the whole situation where originally he pulled up to the venue and according to Kat, he was like the Houston. He's always on at that Houston, theater or arena. So, he was like the house MC. So he kind of expected to be on the lineup. But I understand there's a lot of headliners that their show is already brought. Nate Jackson brings his own openers. So, you're not just going to like pull up to a Nate Jackson show and say, well, I always host at this venue. You can't do that because he has his own team. But the fact that Kat gave the man money and just to like, hey, man, you was expecting pay. Here's a little pay. He actually paid the man. He didn't get in the venue, but he gave him the money. That's 100% of the people ain't doing that unless they're cat.
So Cat had a show in Houston. It was Cat's show.
Mhm.
The Houston that's Ali. Ali from Houston. So Ali explained the story where he had, I think somebody, a third party called him, right, and said, "Hey, come host the show or something." He went, he did it. He went back outside. He went to go back inside, and then Cat gave him the money and let him back in the bed. Now that no Cat, it was Cat's show, right? It was Cat, but I think he was opening, right,
It's
or
just not-
hosting.
yeah, because when you have third parties involved, it's never good. Like I'm
Mhm.
a truck driver. Every time there's more than one broker, like owner operators can just talk directly to the broker, to the shipper. But when you get the shipper and then you get a broker and another broker and another broker, then the driver, it's going to be mayhem. You know what I mean? And that's just what it was. Like through the line of communication, it broke down, and but that just it's crazy. I mean, the whole story is crazy. And then Ali just entertaining it and putting the challenge. So if you tell her he challenged him to a lie detector test, and like I think Cat's not going to take that bait.
But
Anytime there's
because
money involved, it's Cat Williams doesn't need the money. Like money's not the motivator for him.
yeah,
Now, I think if you challenged his ego and manhood or something, that's where Cat will step up. But when you I'll give you 400,000 to take a lie detector test, that's not gonna get his attention.
yeah, but he challenged him to a boxing match too. That, as a man, that's enough challenge to my ego, my pride.
Yeah, that's something that Cat might bite on, but at the end of the day, it's not gonna
I don't want to see that.
solve the problem. It ain't gonna answer it's not gonna resolve their initial miscommunication, but it is gonna be entertaining. So
Yeah, that won't end well for Cat. Like Ali is a boxer. Like that's what he do. Like that's sort of like baiting somebody into your sandbox where you know where all the traps is.
yeah. That was always the Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather.
Mm-hmm.
Floyd Mayweather accepted the terms, but that was Conor's wheelhouse. It wasn't just boxing.
Yeah.
Did Floyd still won? Yeah, so I don't know. Like it is entertainment value.
Mm-hmm. But see, like with me being around you, Coco, couple other comments, I've learned and y'all don't, and a lot of y'all don't talk about it this way, but comedy is just like hip hop. It's beef, it's smoke,
Yeah,
it's diss jokes. Like how we got diss records in hip hop, they got diss jokes. They be having smoke, they be seeing each other on the road. Like they get to it. Like it's not so like
the scenes is crazy. Sometimes behind the scenes is crazy, and if you are in someone's camp, you might say something or associate with someone in another camp, and you weren't supposed to, according to your camp leader. And it's like, well, I had no idea you had beef with them. But, so yeah, and surprisingly, the competition, and especially when it comes to the big money headliners, yeah, man. I mean, even around the country, headliners you may not even know, yeah, they're scrappy, man. They have their own self-written rules, and they don't mess with this person because of that. I have beef with promoters and comedy club bookers, but I don't have beef with fellow comics. I hold grudges with people that don't book me or have banned me for just hearsay, and but I don't have any problem because you never know. You're going to be on the lineup with the comic that you have beef with. It's such a small world. Like
Mhm.
no one has time to be fighting in the green room before they go up on stage and go on stage with a black eye. It's just not the time for any of that.
So both of them, they're not, I can tell that they both jump out the limb. How about
I didn't catch all that.
You said, what if the comic had a moment like in What Love Got to Do with It when I continued with scrapping in the limo, and then they both come walking to the stage or beat up.
Yeah. Absolutely, man. It turns into like an NFL relationship. It turns into a P. Diddy and Cassie thing real quick. I don't know.
So how long have you been doing comedy? So like, how long you been doing it?
My first open mic was in like 2007, and that's literally like if you've never done comedy before, you just find an open mic. So I was in the military in 2007, and I'd been living overseas. But when I got to the States, being a fan of comedy for my whole life, I'm finally in like DC, and DC has an amazing comedy scene. So I took the mic in Tyson's Corner, Virginia. There was a club called Wiseacres, and it was inside of a Holiday Inn hotel. I've been doing it since '07 now. Consistently every night, no, but I've been definitely, I'd say about strong 12 years.
So like, what's your end game with comedy? Like, what do
Yeah,
you see? Like, where you see yourself taking this? Like what lane you trying to jump in? Because like I think when we all trying to do this, right, we all looking for a lane to jump in, right? So like we do it for the love, but we also do it for the reward.
yeah.
Whatever the reward is, whether it's the money, the accolade, the recognition, the respect from our peers, whatever that is, you know what I mean? So like what's your end game with it? Like what are you doing it for? What's your lane?
Nah, I'm doing it because when I work with Coca, when I work with Michael Blackson, or like I see Ryan Davis, I see like the checks, I see what I can be. You know what I mean? Like there's no roof or ceiling. Michael got like 12, 13 shows in a row in DC, and that's amazing. You know what I mean? So my end game is to make people laugh, to get people to know the Soul brand, and it's to a point it's working. I've opened so many times, like if I'm out at like Publix or gas station, it's like someone may say, "Yay, aren't you? You look familiar." Yeah, even if they don't know like my name, just the fact that they see my face and they correlate it to comedy, they will, oh, you're in that skit, man. Very funny. I just want to make people laugh, and I want to get paid for it.
When did you first realize that you was funny? Or somebody told you?
No, I mean, I was literally acting like I was in school, and I would make, like just
Well,
I would say stuff under my breath. I wouldn't say it to where the teacher heard me, but I'd make sure I said it to where like people around me would hear me, close, friends in the class. So I was never like that outgoing where I was the class clown, but I would definitely be the funniest in a group of people I was comfortable with. And
Well, I seen you on stage before, so I know you. I seen you get busy, so
I'm
I
comfortable.
I know you do your numbers.
I appreciate it.
So, but you have your brand of comedy. To me, it's relatable on a different level because you could tell from your life experiences, you've been around so many different people. So like when I was watching you on stage, there was nobody in that crowd that you didn't miss, even though for the crowd that it was a Coco crowd, but you was hitting those, but you had a relationship with them people. You were able to connect. So like, and being around you, I know you able to connect with anybody because how you move, how you talk, how you swag, like you know what I mean. So like you not like look at your hat. You got the I love New York hat on with the you get what I'm saying? You move different.
Yeah. I'm not like an Asian that's raised by Asian parents. I'm definitely I was adopted. So
Mhm.
I hit that right there. Like I'll connect with a black audience, and it's dark. Not I don't mean like that black people, but I mean like I say, man, I was adopted and bought by white people, just like you guys, like because I was adopted, and I go there. I'm not afraid to you know like if you said that and you weren't confident with it. If you just said I was bought by white people, like a black crowd's going to be like okay, but I was scared. I deliver it like I know this shit's funny. Like,
Mm.
it's funny. I was bought by white people too, man. Adoption. So I'm over here not asking if it's funny. The way I joke on, and Coco taught me, you know, if you tell them it's funny by your mannerisms and your stage presence, and you know, they're gonna laugh. They're not gonna think you're scared. They're not gonna be, I don't know. I don't know about him. You know what I mean? Is that racist? They're not gonna hold back because you're not holding back.
Yeah, because like I said, so like I could see you moving, and like when I seen that clip and I heard your voice and heard how you, I was like, oh, he killing that shit. Because I know you don't talk like that. I know you don't act like that.
What's the gas
So
station?
What like
Magnum
that?
condom?
yeah, he don't move like
That's
so. Don't act like that.
you know what? That was the first impression I got of you at first.
No, so don't talk like that. He don't move like that. He don't act like that. So when I seen it, it sparked my interest because I was like, oh, I get it. So like that's what I wanted to ask you.
I was acting.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask you. So like,
But I saw, you know, because that clip was on Zeus Network, and I really
mhm,
I love what I did. I thought my improv was really an Asian person bringing her hair. That's never been done in a reality show, and I really
mhm.
felt like that was like, you know, didn't get the moment it should have. But I'm gonna keep building on that because there are fans who are like, "Your beauty supply," and that's 6 years ago.
Yeah.
Know if she was gonna do that, if she did it, or that was a surprise for her as well.
No, I didn't show him. Yeah, I did not show him. It was literally the reaction was a solid. It was a pure reaction because I pulled it out of my pocket when the camera was on. No sooner, no later.
That's what when I seen it, I died laughing because I said, yo, that was genius.
Was this the first time you saw that?
Yeah, that was the first time I saw it. I would, yo, I'm gonna be honest, like I just smoked homegirl on the last show because she be talking kind of spicy. You know what I
Well,
mean?
she's great, people. And she's
Yeah,
driven, you know.
she get a little bit too spicy at the lip for me. And I don't understand how the round body barrel built got so spicy like that.
All
It's
right.
almost like they forgot they was rolling down hills a couple years ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And not all of y'all went to the BBL lab, so some of y'all need to keep quiet.
I just
So, but 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 my thing is like I could see you in that mode of acting and getting into that world with the jokes and stuff.
making
So
people.
like, what do you see? Like, what's your next level? Like, what's your next evolution?
I mean,
What do
if someone offered me like another role where they wanted me to like beauty supply it, I'd have no problem. But Zeus doesn't pay much. And I only got paid per episode. I got kicked off the first episode, so I made less than like 275. Now, if I can get, you know, if we can parlay that role of beauty supply into like a show where I'm getting paid more than 275, I'm with it because
Well,
he
you know
doesn't.
what though? Don't even talk no more. I just had some idea. You know, I got the pen, so we gonna chop it up.
We just need
I
to
think I could pin something. I think we might be able to pin something, and you know, we might be able to shoot our own situation. Who knows? You know what I mean?
absolutely. I'm down for that, man. I need like a couch to surf. I need a couch, and that's it. I need a
Yeah.
crafty little couch and a little more than 275 for the whole thing.
You know what it is though? Now, like you could grab a camera, you could get in front of it yourself, and you could get the people what you want to give them, and let them determine the value. You get what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, yeah. Like if you're utilizing if you're monetized, and you know, I'm not monetized. I'm embarrassed to say that, but so like if you're monetized, by all means,
Well
become
then, well
Marco.
then you get monetized.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what we gonna do. We gonna get you monetized. See, that's what I'm saying. You create the content and then you let them come to you. You get what I'm saying? Like if you posting that every day, they
I'm
gonna
not
come.
trying. Yeah,
They gonna come, and I'm gonna support it. And if I'm a part of it, I'm gonna make sure they pull up.
yeah, yeah. You know, I kind of fight living in Atlanta because I like to visit Atlanta, but the amount of talent and the creatives that are out, like I gotta stop fighting living in Atlanta. I just don't want to because I don't want to fix my car window every other week. But the amount of creatives out there, every time I go out there, man, it's all like there's magic in the film. Yeah, there is.
Yeah, I be moving around. I guess because they know the crypt, they leave the crypt with alone. They caught the crypt one time. They caught the crypt one time, but now they know the crypt. So they leave the crypt alone.
Yeah. I don't have your resume, bro. That's Corey. And Uncle told me some stuff about you, bro. Am I wearing the right color? I don't even want to wear the wrong colors around Corey.
But you know, I'm trying to shed that. So like, you know, walk around with that, craze. I'm trying to be the nice guy now. I wanna walk in the room and be welcomed in the room. I don't want nobody looking like this nigga.
But you still the nickname is crazed. Like you gotta put like cool crazed or cool cooling. You know, not for artists formerly known as crazed. Well, you better print it up.
Nah, it's gonna always be Crip craze. Snoop did the Olympic Crip.
Yeah. No, you could. Like, I didn't even know you was I didn't even know you was. I just still going by crazy. I didn't know you was a sea walker.
Yeah. That's the thing.
Yeah.
When I'm people all the time you've been around me, you probably I don't carry myself like that. I don't be moving. Like I don't even know why I get that reputation. I don't even know where that came. So you ever seen me?
Hey man, sometimes you got to move weight. You can't let people forget who you can turn back into. Like just on some I'm a protection stuff. You know, on the protection tip, not on the I'm crashing out tip, but on the I'm gonna protect my loved ones.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know that, but you know that's my job.
I'm an Asian guy. They think I'd be crashing out every time I get in the driver's seat.
Nah, we gonna be different. Like I really like that idea, so I want to see you win.
There's a million ideas. I'm a foreign exchange student.
I think I could pin something and we could come up with something.
No, I want to be like I want to be like a professor at a black college, bro. Let's write that script.
All right, you said you want to be a professor at a black college.
Black history?
Yeah, something crazy. It's just there's so many jokes there. It's just a rainbow of jokes. The well is deep on that, you know. Like if I'm not a professor.
Yeah. Yo, we gotta stop. We giving them too much. Yo, I'm gonna edit the fuck out of this podcast. So we ain't gonna put this shit out. We ain't gonna put this part out. We're gonna keep this part. Giving them too much.
All right, goodbye, soul.
A professor with a side brother.
Mm-hmm. Giving them too much. You might be sitting on something.
Yeah, like I know you're a man of action, man, and that's what's frustrating when you're around people that just talk. But we're not just talking here; we're producing. We're about it.
Yeah, because that so you get it. You know me. When something need to get done, you tell me, I'm doing it.
Yeah,
I gotta go put it together myself.
A Zoom meeting with writers, it's done. I'm 180 pages in like 2 hours because I really believe in that was all improv. The Beast Mode, it was all improv. I'm that funny. I really am that funny off the cuff.
And I believe it because I think your work. So I think.
And put Sarah in there. Put Coco as another professor. Oh man, I mean, like Michael Blackson had a show on BET, where he was a teacher. So it's like it can be done, and BET can pick, or TNT. Let's get it on ABC. Shoot for the stars. It doesn't have to be like all black jokes. It can be ABC. It can be like The Neighborhood.
But here's the other thing though. I'm Jamaican and Chinese. Like my grandfather is straight Chinese man.
Right.
God bless, he passed away. So like I can when I think my pen I can write from certain the time I got the stories he shared with me, the conversations that I had with him about how he grew up in Jamaica being a straight Chinese man in Jamaica. Like,
Yeah, we need that life experience. I did 21 years military. Like, you know,
mhm,
we need people that have life experiences, and that's us. We definitely have life experiences.
yeah. And like even that, I want to kick it with you because I'm working on this on my theory, the fine line theory. That's about a Crip that become James Bond.
Okay.
Like, but I wanted when I came up with the idea, I remember watching Undercover Brother just random. Like, I was like, yo, what if somebody took this theory but made it like did like built out a real world, did like a real world building experience, and then made this like a believable thing. It can
Yeah.
be a thing because it's not like for us coming from where I come from. All they see is our thing is instead to say. I mean, now you got streamers and drillers, but before that, it was basketball players, rappers. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Drug dealers. I had two brothers go to the military. The military wasn't looked at as a cool option. You
Nah,
get what I'm saying? It was looked at as the last option.
that's the door.
But I figured, hey, I could make some of that shit seem cool to the hood if you put somebody who they could relate to in that position and
Yeah.
show them overcoming those obstacles.
A new Pastor Troy shirt.
Yo, what up with Cuz? I thought you was supposed to be linking with Cuz. I thought you was coming out here and getting with him.
Shout out to his new album. I'm just not in Atlanta. Like if the fact my parents needed me physically. I'm in Tennessee a little too much, which is okay. But yeah, I went to his listening party. I know he's got sponsorship. That's the man to hang with. He's got the Hawks and he's got the Falcons. He's just always in the hype squad. So he gets all those good games. But he deserves it. He's a legend.
Yeah.
Cowboy hat, look at the boom. You know, that's what everybody doing like that.
Nah, that shit over. That ended last night. The
Well,
Beyonce show was here. I went out last night. I was out last night at the Cove waiting. I thought they was gonna be at the Cove, but I guess because homeboy robbed the whip, he kind of messed up everything.
Oh, I'm not in on the news. Who
Yeah,
got
somebody robbed stole Beyonce music.
Beyonce's music?
Yeah, they stole unreleased music and her show set out one of the cars. Look, you just said that people be breaking in cars. I can't.
Atlanta? Yeah.
Look, call back. Look, call back. You did Dave Chappelle did. You called it back.
No, man. Make sure you put this on the clip. Like I don't mess with Atlanta and Oakland because even the flights into Oakland and Atlanta, they be getting bipped. The planes get bipped.
That's crazy. That's really crazy. He really did that. Yeah, they did. Right? And it was downtown. So they was talking back by the colleges. Down there by
So if you're going to edit all our ideas out of the podcast, we have to talk about a topic that you're going to keep in there. Throw those topics out that you were mentioning. Like, how's it for you, man? How's it for you dating in Atlanta? Do you ever tell them your past? Do they Google you?
on what?
I
What you
don't know.
say?
Are you in a relationship? Like, how's dating for you been in an ATL as a former, gang banger?
As a former thug, how have you been? Somebody intimidated by you or
What are you overcoming?
Nah, I stay inside. So I've been inside for 10 years. Largely thanks to this one right here, but like I've been inside for 10 years. Like I just came back outside. I went inside.
Your family? Or y'all together?
Yeah, that's the mother of my youngest son.
Okay. Now it's coming together.
So like and my youngest son is 10 years old.
Yeah.
So like I've been inside for like 10 years. So I ain't had a chance.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to, like when I was trying to step back out, I was trying to do it behind the scenes. I was trying to be the voice. I was trying to be the pen. I was trying to take baby steps. You know what I mean? And now with me putting out the book, and now with me, you know what I mean? Actually, I'm thinking about doing some more music.
You can do it all. Do it all. You gonna create a country album?
Nah, you know I got the rock and roll artist. I got my rock and roll artist. I got on Red Face Dragon, and then I signed the EDM artist, techno music. I don't like. I signed that. I signed her, so I'm gonna put out project on them next year. I'm gonna
Chinese.
really get in the studio. Like I took this year to really just write, like to really just work on this book, work on these shows. Like I wrote 3 books, 1 series, and 2 movies in 1 year.
You don't need AI. You got you, bro. You the guy. You don't need AI. You got-
So so like now that I got and I also created 6 comic book series that I want to do. So
It's
like
getting it.
next
It's
year,
getting it from every angle.
yeah, I got so I already my mind been going since we've been talking. Like when this is over, I'm gonna definitely tap in with you. I might have a treatment for you by this weekend.
Okay, man.
Like like until next year I want to get back into the music, and since now we want to talk on the topic, since that Clip album dropped,
Yeah, clips.
I've been seriously thinking about doing another album. Like, oh
Really quick. Was clips ever with like the Neptunes? And
yeah, yeah. So this
Okay.
is like the first album. Then I think this is their first album back together in bad years. I don't know the
Okay.
much
Now
longer than that. And Pharrell produced everything. Yo, the album is amazing.
I had that album then with Pharrell. I had the Neptunes one with the Asian guy.
Yeah, but he ain't there no more. Chad ain't there no more.
What happened to him?
Yeah,
He got deported, Trump?
yeah. No, no, him and Pharrell separated. So there's no more Neptune. They not producing together, it's just Pharrell.
Okay. Man. I hate to see an Asian man go by the wayside. He didn't pass away though, right?
But Chad ain't missing no paper. Chad still doing his thing. Huh? No, Chad still alive. He ain't missing no paper either. He's still doing his thing. He's still making music. He's still doing great things.
Yeah,
He just ain't.
he probably working at the Happy Dragon Chinese takeout.
Man, how you shooting at y'all?
Mm,
My man Chad ain't hurt for no paper, dog. He's good. Chad is good. Chad is good. Chad is doing amazing.
probably like a surgeon. His Asian parents probably made him go back to be a doctor.
But
I
you
told
know,
you this sick shit
but
wasn't gonna work out.
I think doing that album, I think maybe doing another album next year. Um,
I need to listen to
I did have one meeting with a production company. I can't say the name. They didn't talk to me nice, but I was given the option to come back to the table at the end of the year
say that
if
name.
I somehow was able to produce a pilot. So, you know.
Man, I'm proud of you, Christ.
Yeah, but you know how this shit goes. So it's all talk.
Yeah, people will blow your head up. I had a woman off Instagram, and she was in California, and she came out to a comedy show, and she really hyping my head up. Oh, you don't have representation. I'll be your agent. Like I don't know what. I think she just wanted to hit it. Honestly, and who can blame her? But it's like, man, that ain't nothing come of that. Like, she ain't hit me back. She doesn't like any more posts. I don't know, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like I had to tell her I'm not baby girl. I'm not thinking about that. I'm thinking about my career, and I think she couldn't get the egg roll, man. So she got her feelings hurt.
Yo, Chad, I ain't gonna hold you. So I ain't gonna hold you. I just went through the same situation. I just had to have a real conversation with somebody like, yo, I'm not on that type of time. Like I I think like this will be we benefit more this way, business wise, than anything over there. And plus, once
Think,
you
yeah,
introduce that, once you introduce that, it complicates things. We got money to get. I done had enough of that. I don't need that from you. I need opportunity and representation. And
Yeah.
once that was presented, the whole energy changed.
Yeah. So I mean, it's kind of a blessing that we saw their true motivation. But
But it's not talked about enough because you hear the woman talk about being preyed on all day in this business. They don't talk about how the woman.
yeah, man, like these because women are emotional creatures, and there's no doubt Jalen Hurts has an agent, and I don't think they've smashed, but like it's possible. But girls,
You really set boundaries in order for the person to come in, expecting their thinking and possibility.
yeah, like if someone gave you $100 million deal, great, you're gonna be like looking at them that way anyway. Like, but let's get the money first. Like, don't sell me a dream and then ghost me, and you ain't even made me a gig. So we're just like women, and we're like gold diggers. I'm a gold digger, but the woman has to come with she has to get me the deals, and then maybe I'll be Anna Nicole Smith. Like but
Yeah. Come through with the bag. Like close the deal first, and then we can have a discussion.
yeah, close the deal.
But here's the point. Look, they know they don't be your type either.
Close the deal, and then I'll open your legs. But it's not like no.
Yeah, it's like you not even worth me take. Not now. But it's like I wouldn't take the risk of losing the business relationship with you to have it. You not even the physical representation of. I'm trying to find. You know what I'm saying?
You're trying to find a nice way to say.
I wouldn't do that with you because it's not worth the risk. Because I wouldn't do it if it wasn't this situation. It wouldn't happen either way.
If she was a 10, she wouldn't have spent 16 years in school and had to. I'm ugly. I got a lot of years of college in. I got 6 years of college, like because people left me alone. So moderate, medium chicks, they get time. They get time to not be harassed. These 10s are too busy. They're in Fiji. You know what I mean? They're already in Ibiza, so they don't have time to be smart.
Right. And most of them, you have to right. There's a lot of them that have nice physique in the face that they need.
Yeah. 10s can't edit their videos. They always need a team, a production team. They don't know any shit about cameras. All they gotta do is make a boomerang of
off the top of your whole head, it ain't gonna be right. Or I forgot what I need you to say. So you don't sound stupid like a jackass.
Amen.
Yeah. But I get it though. But it's not talked about. Like in my new book, How Love React. I did release the book to teach ladies how to put some clipping in their date. It's called How Love React. A guide for women on how to access vulnerability and intimacy with the Black man.
There you go. Why didn't you let me write the preface?
No, only Black men. I couldn't speak. I'm Black. I couldn't tell you how to do that with no other man. But not all men think the same. Like men are not a monolith. Even Black men are not a monolith. Like if the only thing that's monolithic about men is that it's real niggas and it's suckers. And when I say niggas, I don't mean white, Black men. And like I say NICTA. And I mean that's the behavior. That's how you move, how you do. So it's only real men, if you don't want to say the N-word, you say real men and it's suckers. Real men move on certain pride and principles, and they're not perfect, but they stand on something. Suckers is sucker. Yeah. So like this is, but a lot of times women don't know how to access or speak to a man with principles or something, or that comes from something.
Why did that happen? We're concerned how people grew up, how people have mama, this, that, and third. Society nowadays is influencing everything. So it's like But then that, so yeah, some females might not know how to fix it, but all they see, all they see is the beauty, it's hard, because that's what society has telling them to think of it.
And that's what this book is for. You just sold the book. Thank you. That was an excellent ad read for the book.
Make sure she get her.
Yeah, but because the book told you exactly how to counteract those men. Because a lot of those men see men when they see men with names, men with power, men with money, men with, you get what I'm saying? They think that that's their strength. They don't understand that that's their vulnerability.
Praise.
But then a lot of men for
Whatever I approach you with,
but
listen, I'm gonna give you the minimal thing. If I meet you outside and my strength, how I feel to get you with my car is my vulnerability. Now, if I feel like I could get you with my jewelry, let me tell you, if I feel like I'm putting you with my jewelry is my vulnerability. If I feel like I could pursue a woman with my jewelry, I'll die for this jewelry. Because yeah, so like you know how most niggas, so example, you may meet a nigga that ain't thinking he got jewelry, but he ain't thinking about it. Nigga come up and try to rob y'all, yo, man, take this. I got something lifted. But the nigga that tried to holler at you and was, yeah, man, I'm all about what I got on. If that same nigga come up and try to rob y'all, he's gonna die for that jewelry. That's his. So most women don't never understand that whatever a man lead with is his weakness. For example, I lead with my clipping. My clipping is my weakness. You say something to insult my clipping, I might crash. You get what I'm saying? Whatever it is, women don't never understand how to recognize that, and then they don't understand how to communicate it.
business,
Principle.
whatever. Why would that be your own? Obviously, they're thinking that that's all you want to somebody else. If you said that
Ego.
you can make it
Always ego.
go my knee rather than
You die for it every day. Every time you see a nigga die of a senseless murder in my lion soul, it's over ego.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, pride and ego.
Pride and ego. It's all ego. And if you know how to talk to a man's ego, then you know how to compromise with his ego, and you know how to feed his ego, you also got to know how to starve his ego. And there's only one way to starve his ego. I talk about that in the book. Once you starve his ego, you create loyalty. Once you create loyalty, loyalty does not mean faithful. Like ladies out there, y'all think just because a nigga is loyal to you, it means faithful. Loyal just means that he will never do anything to jeopardize him. Every man gets to a point in life where they stable, they secure, and they just too tired to do anything, so they done. But if you got a loyal nigga, he will never do anything to jeopardize him. You ain't gonna never get side chick. If you get a side chick calling you, it's because you went looking. If you find out some shit, it's because you went looking. But he will never for nothing to jeopardize that. That's the loyalty. You know what I'm saying? So women too much look for the wrong qualities. Like most women would rather have a faithful man than a loyal man. Well, a faithful man might be the man that's beating your ass. Because yeah. Or he may not, if he's not physically beating your ass, he's mentally beating your ass. You trapped in a house, you can't go nowhere. Everywhere you go, this nigga on your back. Where you going? You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. So like you gotta be able to identify these stuff and understand who these men are. And also the problem with women is women don't know who they are. and women aren't honest and forthright about who they are. Like too many times, a woman would be afraid to say, "Hey, I'm a hoe." They don't know we like hoes. They don't know we like hoes. Like
To a degree. To a degree.
they do. But see, because hoes is much for I'll give you an example. For a nigga like me, I grew up seeing that. No, I know that behavior, so I'm comfortable in that realm. So when I meet the square chick, I can't get with her because I don't know how she moving. It confuses the fuck out of me. Like it changes the whole dynamic because I don't understand that. No, it wasn't even that. I'm gonna be honest. She was too good. She was too good. She did everything right. She was respectful. Her kid was respectful, loving, gifts every holiday. Like I'm about like all that shit. And then I came to terms to realize that, yeah, but then you come to terms and you realize that, oh, this is all based on the premise that I'm a project. You know, because when the shit ain't right, you quick to remind me exactly what I'm not. So if you, so for example, you know I smoke bud, but every conversation is when you gonna stop smoking bud. You know I don't go to church, but every conversation is when you gonna go to church. You know, you get what I'm saying? You know I don't do certain things, but every conversation is when it's just gonna happen. And then when the reality hits that none of that's gonna happen, then all of that nice treatment, stop.
You need to go ahead and just leave you alone at that point. She's throwing a hook in the water, like a fish. She's fishing for him to change. But like the appeal of changing a man is the fish they want to catch. You can't change a person. My ex-wife had DM'd me. It's like, I'm sorry. She apologizes like 11 years later. Like, I was just mad at you because you weren't the man that I wanted you to turn into. Like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, she had this whole white picket fence, knowing, I get her a white picket fence and a house, but we were both military, and I'm gonna be a comic. And my dream is to be a comedian. I'm not gonna be home every night. I'm not gonna get no square job career that's not in entertainment. I'm not going to like surrender my life to comfortability and a 9 to 5, let's say, or a normal job. If I wanted that, I would have had Asian parents. Like she was, we fell out. That's my ex-wife because I did not want that. I didn't provide security in that regard, even though I can provide security now, but just in my line of work. And it's not a career that's stable. It's, acting gig to acting gig.
My thing to you is when you first established the relationship with her,
Yeah.
and y'all were together, she knew you were in the process. I'm sure you guys spoke about the relationship and the possibilities of changing and evolving or whatever.
Yeah.
And years before then, or how next year y'all together, he knew, like, and you spoke to her like, no, I'm not going to do that. This is not what's going to happen. So therefore, why would she want you to be somebody going into the relationship knowing that you're not going to do that?
Well, you never know. I was active duty military, and so if you ask her now, she wanted me to like stay active duty military, but I ended up getting out and then going reserve. That's only 1 week in a month, and so but she knew I wasn't gonna be an active duty military for 20 years. But I swept the rug out from under her dream she just, she liked me enough and she loved me enough to get married, but she was hoping that she could convince me to stay full time military. She couldn't. It wasn't in the cards.
So that's but see, when you meet a woman who you know and you accept them with all their flaws, you embrace them, you allow them to be them, and you just set your boundary.
Your damn stepdaddy to 3 kids.
And then they break your boundary. Or you break theirs. And then you gotta figure out what that looks like on the other side. So a lot of that book was me just sitting there dissecting, okay, I went through this. This is where I fucked up. These are the mistakes I made. And then I just wanted to give women some jewels on how to combat my mistake. It's not every man's mistake, but these were my mistakes. And these were the things that I did wrong. And if I had this type of response in these areas, this would have made me a better dude. For example, if your ex-wife said to you, you know what? I support your dream. I know you don't want to be doing this military shit. I'm going to stay in here, hold it down, get the benefits while you go do your comedy thing. And when you come back, I got the crib. I got the benefit. I'm going to hold it down. We going to eat together. See, that's a different conversation than, oh, you doing that, so fuck you, I'm going to go do this. You get what I'm saying? And a lot of times we be in relationships and that shit become competitive. You never been with your chick and you go buy a whip and your chick like, oh, you bought that? I'm gonna go get this. Or you bring some home and you wearing that, I'm gonna go wear this.
Yeah,
When
yeah.
it should be, yo, we doing it together. Yo, we got matching whip. Yo, we got everything. Like everything is a team thing. Like that's what it's supposed to be. But too often it's not that. But we got to close out the show. We don't know 9:15.
Good little session.
On the show every week, I have an award I give out. It's called the Stupidest Nigga of the Week Award, the S&N.
For me?
No, it ain't you. I'm going to give this award to all you sports YouTubers who don't have no real sources, who don't do no real journalism work, who don't go anywhere and scout any of these players, but you constantly talking shit about these NBA professionals. And the one which triggered it was I think this dude named with the flight Mike. And he had the nerve to say something about LeBron taking a pay cut. Dog, who the fuck is you to tell me I shouldn't take $52 million out? This is what I mean by sucker culture and troll culture. Hey, yo, if I'm sitting in, if you up for a deal, right, and I'm sitting in my crib, right, and I'm saying, well, Thor shouldn't get $52 million. He should take a pay cut. Like, I know your bill. I know what you got to take care of. Like, who the fuck, like, who does that? I don't know. When I was raised, that was called player hate.
No. Still is.
Like, don't tell nobody to take no pay cut on anything that they earn or they deserve for they hard fucking work, especially if you can't do that. You heard? Like, straight up.
Why did you take that? Oh, what? He thinks more money or
Well, LeBron, like this is LeBron last. Well, we were thinking that this was gonna be LeBron's last year. Okay. He opted in for $52 million for his last year's contract. I guess this, yeah. So I guess this dude ain't nothing. But Shea gonna be making $75 million a year. Like, I guess this dude is a Lakers fan, and he felt like LeBron should have opted out or took a pay cut. Number one, even if LeBron would have not opted in and took the league minimum, the Lakers wouldn't have opted. He would have only freed up $10 million under the cap. They wouldn't have been able to go get nobody. But they ended up getting the same person that they got anyway. My thing ain't even about whether or not he took the money. My thing is about this culture on the internet where we got grown ass men or supposed to be grown ass men constantly talking about other grown men's pockets and giving a fuck about what's in another grown man's pocket and trying to determine the value of a grown man's time. You knew niggas, or you knew whoever y'all are. I'm taking everybody from 34 and down. You knew motherfuckers was weird. All that shit is weird, cuz we like y'all don't understand the disconnect between our generation and y'all. And we seeing it in the music. Y'all calling us old, but y'all can't rap better than us. Like, y'all saying we was, but y'all can't dress better than us. Y'all dressing like how we was dressing when we was 19. You see our niggas dressing now? But they call us old. They say we was, they say no, but y'all can't do nothing better than us because
Went
y'all
from
spent
foo-foo to foo-foo. By us for you.
yeah, y'all spent so much time hating on us and hating on this culture that we built and we established for you little motherfuckers to be a part of that you are destroying it on sport and music on all levels. You niggas stop being weird, man. I call you all you niggas Kanye West, baby. Kanye West is your fucking father and Drake is your Jesus. All you niggas, you weirdo niggas. Kanye West, baby, you duck face and duck face. Have you ever seen somebody do more to actively in their own career than a duck? So you get your ass smoked by King. You go and you hide it. You cover up a tattoo of LeBron on your arm. Number one, who goes gets another grown man tattoos on it? Right? That's a whole different topic. But you cover up the tattoo. Now, this is what he did. He covered up the tattoo with another grown man. Yeah, so you cover up LeBron with Shea. You put Shea on there. I guess because Shea from Canada. But Shea, once Shea realized you a sucker too, he ain't gonna fuck with you either because he been hanging around us too long. So then you go overseas and you say that London rappers are better than American rappers.
So yeah, nobody spits as hard as London rappers.
So you heard that London rappers are better at a culture that was created here, mastered here, perfected here, and they don't even have the voice tone to even emulate what we did. You niggas sound weird with your accent. So to even come up, yo, Drake, man, bro, like, I know I said this, bro. You won't sit your ass down. Go sit the fuck down. Yeah, but he's killing himself.
That's what it is. But in the meantime, motherfuckers like you that entertain the dumb shit that he do,
I don't entertain,
y'all keep him moving.
but no, I don't entertain Drake. Drake fans make me sick.
You need to go back to acting.
But as far as you saying something about what he's doing, that's keeping himself.
All right, so yo, thank y'all for tuning. So thanks for joining us, man.
The only thing I hate about Drake is the way he threw that flip flop. He just goes like a girl.
That was another one. Like, look. All right, so let's count. Can we count the strike? The duck faces. Don't tell me you ain't been seeing these duck faces he been posting on the internet thinking that he tough.
I'm not
Perking his lips out. Like,
follow-
who taught this nigga how to? That's why I call him the duck. I don't know. Yeah, that's his tough face. Yeah, that's his tough face. That's why I call him the duck. So
cheap.
So your tough face is perky lip. You can't throw a slipper, right? All your marketing and everything that you tried to do after this battle had been like completely horrible. You were suing UMG, and then the first record you try to put out is a record full of nothing but subliminal diss lines, and you standing in the video full of guns. While you're in the middle of a lawsuit suing a record label for a diss record that was made against you, you put out a diss record in a video full of guns.
He's gonna end up like Ellen DeGeneres. He's gonna move to the UK, and he's just trying to endear himself to that fan base. Like,
Yeah,
like
you thought, so you think he checked out?
he's probably
think-
out of Cali.
You think he out? He said, fuck us.
Yeah, he's gonna let it simmer down. But I mean, he doesn't need to live in the U.S. He doesn't need to do. But he's over there just, big up in his new home. That's all. He's just trying to get favor there.
So this why we need Soul on the show. See, I didn't even look at it like that. So you gave me a whole different perspective.
That's it. He's like Ellen DeGeneres. She moved to the UK, man. So he's just gonna go somewhere where he can lay low and be one of the top rappers.
Bro,
You know,
that sounds like a plan. You know what? Yo, Drake, listen to Soul. Get you a flat out there in the UK.
That's over there. Yeah. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, he doesn't have to deal with any kind of Kendrick level competition in the UK.
Yeah, that is true. No Kendrick, no Pusha T, no.
Kendrick Lamar. He can have there with his tea. He can have tea every afternoon with his pinky up. I mean,
Yeah.
Okay.
And ain't the Canadian British anyway? Ain't they still under the British rule anyway? They rule. Yeah, right. They still under the kingdom, right?
Now they under their own rule, but they a lot closer to Britain than the USA is.
Didn't the prince go over there and something that when he left, he went to Canada, right? Canada, I think Canada. He went to Canada, right?
One of our Americans went over there to become a princess, Meghan Markle. So it's all even.
Yeah. Yeah. So Drake, man, go chill with the Royals, man.
Yeah. The blokes.
They, from what I heard from based on the Epstein shit, they like him young too. So you should fit right the fuck in.
He can be a bloke.
Look, wasn't Princess Diana mad young when she married the fucking prince or some shit like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, Drake, that's what we figured it out. That's we're gonna end the show on that. Yo, Drake, we figured it out. You belong with the royal family, cuz you're from Canada, you like them young. Go have sex with your cousin and join the family. You heard?
Yeah. Drizzy Drake. Drizz T Drake. Drizz T.
Yeah. Yo, knight him too. Maybe you get that nigga some courage. You know what they do? Knight him, give him knight him too.
Yeah. They got the horsebacks, the horses, and
Yeah, Drake. That's where you belong, cuz. Don't even come back over here, cuz. Just stay over there, cuz. That's your new world.
call
Man.
me on my landline. Call me when you need some. Yeah, he did the hotline bling over there at the UK. He can try to find Craig David. Craig David was the hottest UK rapper in their whole existence. He ain't had a hit since like 2000.
Shit.
Like,
But you know they dissing each other, man. You know Skepta just released a diss on dissing Joyner Lucas. And then all the UK rappers is now saying it's war against the US rappers.
Yeah, Joyner gonna body it. Joyner
That's
came
not
to
even,
the show.
yo, Joyner,
like-
I don't even think dude even realize how nice a nigga like Joyner is.
I met him. Yeah. Nah, he had it. He posted it on the Instagram, so he's gonna have an answer. He's gonna probably take 12 hours to have a response.
Cause niggas like rap like that, that's all they do. They don't do nothing else but rap. Like Joyner Lucas don't do anything else. He wake up in the morning, rap. He got a rap for you. You could catch Joyner Lucas any time of the day and he got a rap.
And he gonna put out his new. He's trying to promote his new. So of course, perfect timing. He'll take all the media attention.
Mm-hmm. And he gonna smoke that boy because that boy
ADHD
sound crazy.
coming out right now.
Yo, but the thing is, the diss record is crazy because he was trying to be so disrespectful, but he was being so. Those were some of the most politest insults I heard.
I didn't hear it because I couldn't understand him.
He said, I'm trying to remember the line, but he tried to say it was something that if it was United, if it was one of us, it was like, nigga, you pussy. But he kind of said, you're not tough. You're not tough. You gotta.
Yeah.
Like he sounded.
He tried his.
Instead of just saying you pussy, he kind of just told like, you're not a tough guy. Like, wait, like, like
Putty cat.
First y'all gotta get some slang.
So less than Tweety.
Yeah. Just
You
don't.
guys, a lot of fun. I'm gonna jump in another night too.
All right.
But we definitely gonna talk about what we're talking about when
All
we
right.
talk.
So we're gonna end the show. Thank y'all for tuning in. Devious, thank you for pulling up. Go get my new book, How Love Reacts, available now on Amazon. A Line Volume 1 available now on Amazon. Vapor Volume 1 available now on Amazon. Make sure you tune into the web series, though. So, you got anything coming up you want to plug?
Find me out here, man. 6 Second Media Network. I'm at the Hollywood Improv. I'm out there with D-Ray Davis on the 21st of June, man. So this coming Monday, find me in Cali, California if this airs in time. If not, I will.
Copy. And
I got a show. It's called Car Show Kings. So it's a movie that's coming out. We have a premiere August 16th, and I'm doing a scene with Clifton Powell Jr. I got a
that's
scene
what's
with Pinky.
up. That's what's up.
So I'm funny. He's funny, and it's just growing the legend of soul, man. I did a scene with Pinky, and it's amazing. I can't wait for the world to see it. It's going to be on the Car Show Kings, the movie.
Car Show King, the movie. Make sure y'all check that out when it drop. Make sure y'all support everything my man Soul doing. And we got some big things coming too, because I'm gonna definitely get with my guy and we're gonna put some shit together.
Yep.
And Devious, we got With the Shit coming back, all new format, stepping away. We're gonna still have the adult content, but we're gonna tackle the more funnier G-rated topics on X as well as our normal, X-rated stuff. But we're gonna expand our palette. And make sure y'all tune in next week. So thanks for joining us. We out.
Thank y'all.
All right.
From the heart of Brooklyn to the soul of the streets. It's here. Introducing the all-new CVY 25 collection. Featuring the bold Brooklyn since day one design. A tribute to the home of the 6SEC life culture. Next-level DTF prints. Premium embroidery details. Statement pieces that talk before you do. Men's, women's, and unisex drops. Streetwear meets statement, only at 6seclife.com. CVY Studio. We don't follow trends. We create the frequency. Elite sportswear. Ready for a workout or brunch on Sundays? Use promo code AFINELINE at checkout to get 10% off your first order. Again, that's promo code AFINELINE at checkout to get 10% off. Shop now at 6seclife.com.
Ooh, 6SEC.